the live button. I don't know what that does anymore. I don't know what it does anymore, Tim.
Are we live?
Possibly. Oh, and I didn't start up the chat to see if there's anyone there yet.
Oh, okay. Answer our chats. Let's see if people can hear us.
That would be nice.
It, it'd be weird if we started off and actually everything was working like immediately.
That's never the case. That's never the case. I did a little. Everyone complaining about the lighting. The lighting. Oh, I can't see you. I can't see you. So I put a little lighting up. So, boom, beauteous.
Yep.
Everyone has a complaint. Hey, Ken.
they're, they're lucky they're getting video now.
Right, I know, right? this
I'm like, damn.
is way beyond what I'm supposed to be doing. I Here, let me do the bootleg way and see if we are up and running. Let's see.
What, checking through the phone? Yep.
Let's see.
What, checking through the phone?
There we go. All right, it looks like we got a show going on, Mister Tim.
All right, let's do this.
So, for everyone who's just tuning in, you're listening to and watching now, you're listening to the Bleed Big Blue podcast. You got me in Brooklyn. I'm not in Brooklyn anymore, but we also got Tim down in North Carolina. Tim, how's everything hanging on your end?
It's going, man. It's quarantine. Not as bad as you guys got it up north, but it's, it's just boring.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of Giants chatter today. It's been something special. But I actually wanted to start. I put him in the title. Talk a little about Zack Baun because every mock draft I see has him going in the second round. I don't get it. I
Nah, I don't see that happening.
You think he's better?
I
You think he's
Yeah, go
better?
ahead.
You think he's better than a second round player, right?
Yeah, I think he matters in the scheme because I think he's definitely a 3-4 linebacker,
Mm-hmm.
outside linebacker. I think he's probably second or third best pass rusher.
Mm-hmm.
And so, matter on the scheme, I think I did a mock draft on my own. I think I have him going to Baltimore, but I definitely have him going in the first round. The second round stuff, I don't see happening. If he drops to us in the second round, fantastic. Because I think it would be a great pickup for us.
Yeah, I don't think he's good. I think he's going to be like I see some places having him going top 15. So
Exactly.
yeah.
He, from what I've seen, there's not a whole lot of weaknesses in his game. He's a good pass rusher, and he's athletic enough to cover people in the linebacker position. And there's not a whole lot of out there right now.
How who did you mock first? What you're leaning towards offensive lineman?
From what I'm hearing, Gettleman's little press conference and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting a. If we stay put, I think it's going to be offensive lineman.
If we stay put, you think it's offensive lineman at 4?
Well, you know what? Take that back. I can see possibly if we stay put, I'm going Zayman's. But the more it sounds like Gettleman's definitely leaning towards I think it might be back to back first round second tackle. Then we get in the center in the second round.
Hmm.
That's one reason I think we definitely trade back, get that extra pick, so we can actually even do the same thing, but still throw a defensive player in there.
Mm-hmm.
I've also, I've seen some people talk about it, and it actually makes a lot of sense. Is it, let's beat the offensive tackle, we get the center. Our offensive line should be pretty much set up for the future. That
Mm-hmm.
way, come next year, we literally just all our resources go to defense.
Hmm. I don't know. I think it's going to be difficult for him to pass up on another defensive player with their first pick in the first round again. This will be one, two, three, through four, five. Yeah, every draft he's selected offensive first player. Saquon, Danny Jones.
And then if you also go by his history, he's never taken an offensive lineman in the first round.
Yeah.
And which, with the depth at the position this year, I could definitely see him passing. I think he wants to take offensive lineman at 4, but he sees the value's not there. Like, because they can drop down, get an extra pick, and still grab one of the top 4 tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Where you know, Simmons, I've heard Jacksonville possibly trying to trade up with us to get Simmons at 4, and then I think other people are falling in love with him as well. I think we should go defense because I'm just watching the Super Bowl 42. They replayed the other day. I miss having a good defense. Just somebody, a front 4 that actually could dominate the offensive line. I forgot what that was like. And it was, yeah.
You were watching yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was. I miss guys like even, everybody talks about the usuals, the OC, Strahan,
Talks.
Tuck.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was also Barry Cofield who was killing it. Jay Alford who was killing it.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much anybody that went in there actually could get some pressure on.
Yeah, got a hit in here. Yeah. I
yeah.
I'm on the record saying Super Bowl 42 is my favorite out of all the Giants Super Bowls. I'm a sucker.
Oh,
I'm a sucker for an underdog story. That's like the ultimate underdog story. That's
ultimately,
Danny Jones is going to be tough to beat, my friend. It is going to be tough to beat.
Oh, Super Bowl 42, you can't beat it. The fact is, there's no other way. Another team going 18-0. That's the only other way to even come close to it. And
yeah, that's true.
That's not.
Look how hard it was for them.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I personally think that they're going to trade down.
I think they're going to as well. At least even Jay Glazer, for him actually saying that in Athletic, like today,
Yeah.
saying that it's pretty much up for sale, and I really don't see a way that can sell it. Let's say, the usual stuff's going to happen. Burrow's going 1. Chase Young is going to definitely go 2 from every reports. Reporters are saying, like Stephen A. Smith said, he heard personally that they're definitely going Chase Young. So that pretty much leaves Detroit starting the little spree of either trades or what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally think they're going Derek Brown.
You think
Detroit?
Ooh.
And then you get your boy Okuda's there. I know you'd be salivating for that. That's the thing is, if Giants hit it 4 and Okuda's possibly there, do you just take Okuda? Or you take Simmons? You'd have your choice of the 2, which is not a bad place to be at.
Honestly, if Okuda and Simmons both are on the board, I'm trading back. Because that means if I trade back 1 or 2 spots, one of them is probably going to be there.
Well, that's where you come. You probably fake out Miami and say, "Hey, I'm already getting offers for Tua. If you don't trade up, we'll get them."
Mm-hmm.
Or let's say, who's 6? Chargers, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you go down to the Chargers at 6. More than likely Miami's going to quarterback anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's, let's say Chargers go up, they get Tua, and Dolphins get Herbert. You still got you're still in the same position, and just grab the extra probably second round at least.
Right.
Which would make up for the Leonard Williams trade altogether. So all the people are bitching about that. You know what? That pick would be there.
That's the worst GM move I have seen in forever. I can't remember a more idiotic move, honestly.
Here's the deal, and I'm with you.
Tim, he's not even signed. He's not even signed.
That's the problem. Yeah, I literally said we talked about it after that when it really happened. I go, if they don't sign him, this is stupid. There's no reason to trade for him. Granted, everybody's up in arms over the third round pick. Again, it's a third round pick. I'm not saying it's nobody, but it's it's not a guaranteed star that we're missing out on because we didn't get that third round pick.
We might miss out on Kyle Uletta, the next future Kyle Uletta.
Exactly.
Uh, so, do you feel that there are any truths to the rumors that Gettleman might try to get Yannick? Swap the Yannick with the give out the fourth. We did at the ninth. Yannick and something else.
I wouldn't see why not. I would almost think a deal be it almost would be where he has to talk to Yannick's agent and already have almost a deal in place
Mm-hmm.
for it to happen. Especially with him with Leonard Williams not signing the franchise tag yet. So I don't think you can have two people on the franchise tag or even trade it over like that. And it's Yannick even signed, so
I
Jacksonville could
don't. I don't think I saw anything.
trade him. So personally, I would love it. Hey, if we go down, drop down to 9 and got Yannick at the top of it, so that's one player we just got that
We
we would have, would have took anyway, and he's only 25.
we would have to sweeten.
Right?
We would have to sweeten that. It would have to be fourth, probably second or something else, and then
No, no, no. That's where you get it wrong. That's where you're wrong. Jacksonville would probably have to sweeten it up for us.
you think so?
Well, let's think about it this way. He doesn't want to play there. What would it take if it was just straight Jacksonville going 9-4? How many picks would that take Jacksonville have to give us to go from 9-4? At least what?
A le-
Two
a-
second round,
yeah, at least yeah.
2 second round, third round, something. So you take one of those picks out, which you would, and you get Yannick and throw it in there, and they get pretty much what they were asking for. So instead of them coming up with an extra second round pick or maybe an extra third or something like that, they're just giving us Yannick, and we're getting this probably another pick on top of it.
What's that website? We'll give them a cheap plug that gives the point system on all the trades that happen, like to move up from like a nine to I forget what it is.
Oh, it's I forgot what the
It,
website is, but I know it's all you do is like the point value of draft point value. You just throw that into Google, and
yeah.
it should come up.
If anyone knows it, let me know in the chat. Let's see. Tim is right on this. Oh, Patrick giving you thumbs up, Tim. Look at that.
There,
See? See, I keep them around for a reason. Oh.
yeah, there we go. I have some knowledge. um, but hey, how would I think it'd be a win-win? We could go down to 9. We probably still get one of the offensive linemen.
Hmm.
Honestly, an outside chance of even getting, outside chance of getting outside Isaiah Simmons.
Hmm.
We still would have an extra second round pick. So you pretty much grab an offensive lineman. We'd already have the pass rusher in Yannick. Go down in the second round, still get a center, and still have probably another second round pick to really just get best player available.
Hmm. Yeah.
Which would be pretty
I'm,
fun.
the wheels are
I
going in my head,
I don't want
thinking
much.
if it's going to happen.
Uh, I don't know. I mean,
I don't think so.
that's the thing with that's the thing with the GMs. It's who do you have history with that you'll work with as far as trading. I mean, it was Cleveland, but that dude's already out. Those guys work
Yeah.
together.
Dorsey
Yeah.
got fired.
But the funny thing is, that Dorsey probably would have been our GM if Cleveland signed so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly.
That,
No,
that's the
no.
reason they did it.
Actually,
Once they
no.
found out, you
They,
don't
I
think
think,
so?
I think they had their eye on Gettleman the whole time, and everything else was a charade. They didn't
Well,
want to go out.
Dorsey was like
They didn't want to go
top
outside.
guy.
They didn't want to go outside the organization.
Yeah. Well, obviously they're grooming Abrams right now. If he's on the calls with them, whatever. He's been doing the cap the whole time anyway. So whatever. They've been grooming him for years. That's what ends up happening. That's what ends up happening.
Oh my lord. That's
I
what.
know some people are mad about status quo,
Hmm.
but you know, was just watching the what was it Peyton's places when he was going across the
Yeah.
the football catch. Talk about Vince Lombardi and how with the Giants he started the whole photos getting thrown, taking pictures of the field, and then they would actually get slipped a sock and a boot like down the cable down to the coaches, and the person taking the pictures was Wellington Mara.
Hmm.
And I thought that was just pretty sweet. I was like, the owner's like, I'll take pictures. And it's the kind of organization that, I like the Giants are. Like, everybody's in on it. It's family. Let's do this. You keep it in house.
Hmm. Yeah, the Skype is jumping in and out on us. I feel a little better because Howard Stern interviewed because now everything's quarantined. So he interviewed Tom Brady. Shit was breaking up, freezing. You had the rumbling. I was like, it's not just me. Look, they got a gazillion dollars and they can't get it right. So I feel a little better. So
Well, that's the thing. But you got to think about bandwidth, man. There's only so much bandwidth to go around, and everybody's home.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody's home on the internet because there's nothing to do.
No, nothing, nothing.
There's nothing on TV. There's nothing. That's one thing with the Giant stuff. I can't read them. I can't read much more because that's all I do.
What was the most outlandish thing you've read so far related to the Giants that you were like, get the hell,
So
like,
one thing that I read recently was Oakland trying to trade up, and they would give up. Obviously they give up 12. I think they got 12 and 20 or 12 and 19
hmm
to get up to us. Obviously they'd probably have to give up more, I would think, on the point value, but whatever. The only thing I'm sitting there thinking is what's Oakland trying to trade up to go for what? They have David Carr, they got Mariota. It's not for a quarterback. So as far as any other outlandish stuff, you know what? Now you say that all the people that want to keep saying, "Let's trade Evan Ingram," get over it.
uh, Tim, I get that.
It's every day.
I
Hey, what do you get?
I get it. When every time I do the Q&As for on on Instagram, I get it at least five or six. I answer maybe two or three of them, but I at least get five or six. And I replying back, I'm like, he's last I heard he's in a walking boot. They think that you're gonna get like a first and a second round pick for Evan Ingram. It's never gonna happen. How are you gonna get a fifth round pick when he was like what was he 18, 19?
He was he was like 23,
Was it that?
24.
Was it that? Oh yeah,
If
because
that.
what's his name was that? Yeah, like
We were waiting for OJ Howard. I remember that
right.
when OJ Howard went like 19.
I have like the teen stuck in my head because of Mahomes. I was like, it's gonna be Mahomes. They're gonna trade up for Mahomes, and then nothing. Uh, yeah. So
Well,
apparently Evan Ingram is. I mean, yes, I think he's a good player. I'm not gonna shit on him or anything like that, but he's not gonna get you a first round pick, especially not in the high teens. You're out of your mind.
that's the funny thing. All these they think he's shitty, but someone's gonna give us a first round pick for him. Like, well, you have such high standards for him, but you you oh, I hate him. Evan Ingram's always hurt. Oh, we're gonna get a first round pick for him. Okay. And the other guy, and I'm not even gonna name the guy's name because I can't think of it off the top of my head. Uh, you know who I'm talking about? I think it's the Alex guy on Twitter.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
Yo, he, you know what? He shows his youth because he's always like, let's trade Nate Solder to like Washington for Trent Williams. We'll throw him in the trade. Yeah, because Washington's gonna want to take over Nate Solder's contract,
yeah,
and they'll give us Trent Williams for whatever pick
right.
we give up. I'm like a second round pick or something like that. First of all, the trading is not going to happen much anyway.
Right.
I know Philadelphia and Washington did it with McNabb, but that was out of nowhere. That's what I like. All these people thinking like Nate Solder's gonna be easy. Those Evan Ingram's contract's not even bad,
So
and
the
he's still considered a weapon.
the most outlandish thing I think I saw was that they have, who said it? Bucky Brooks has Brown coming to the Giants at 4. Tim, that I
I can
can't.
see it
I
happening.
can't.
I'm not gonna lie. I can see it happening.
Tim.
I can't justify it.
First, first I thought it was like I thought it was bull. I was like, get out of here, and I was like, oh no. And then I looked like he did an interview on like the Giants like official podcast, and they said the same thing, like him interviewing them, and I was like, oh, you're gonna kill me. How many defensive tackles can we possibly have on? He's not Aaron Donald though.
Derek Brown is nasty. But here's Well, I did see reports like I've even seen reports as easy early as today saying Giants really aren't interested in Derek Brown. But I've seen the top 4 guys that are really the elite guys in this draft are Okuda,
Mhm.
Simmons,
And Brown,
Brown, and
young, young,
yeah,
and young, right?
Chase Young. I throw Chase Young out now because I know he's gonna be a Redskin. Piece of shit.
Yeah, it's ah,
I'm hoping he busts.
I don't know. This this draft is going to be interesting in so many ways. I could see Redskins being the Redskins and trading down or trading out. I could see Detroit pulling a move and
Mm.
trading out. I could see just like the physical draft falling apart with like technology troubles and all stuff like that.
Do you think
The,
all
the majority, one team is definitely going to have trouble. It probably will be us, but
you think like all 32 teams are like on just one big chat group, like
is that what it's
group
going?
chat?
It's going to be like
That's like that's like the backup plan. And, it's gonna be like fantasy draft where it's like, oh bullshit, that's who I was gonna get.
is the NFL feed just going to be like one huge Zoom with like 32 cameras? No one's going to know what the hell is going on. And Roger Goodell in his pajamas in Westchester, like
Yeah, Gettleman's gonna get up, go to the bathroom, and forgot he has no pants on.
yeah. The likelihood of him saying something and the phone and like his mic is on and he thinks it's off is high probability then.
How bad do you think the television delay is? It's gonna be at least what 15 seconds at
Oh,
least, so they can catch everything.
yeah, probably. You can see Gettleman's blurred going to the bathroom. Oh man, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be chaos. I'm gonna love every minute of it.
You know what makes me laugh is Goodell is still announcing the picks. Like, why? Why are you bothering?
And cutting to Roger Goodell's basement.
Yeah,
He's gonna give a virtual hug to everyone.
yeah. I mean, I feel bad for those kids. I feel bad for the first round picks. It would actually, supposed to be their time, all suited up, taking the pictures with Goodell, doing interviews. Now it's like they're pretty much just sitting at home.
It's the worst. The worst. Uh, I just want things to go back to normal, honestly.
They didn't even have draft parties. We're gonna watch. We better have still more than 10 people in their house
Yeah, I know.
when these kids.
I mean, Dwayne Haskins is gonna have to would have had to charge much more for his draft party, charging his cousins
Yeah.
maybe more than $100 to get in. He could only have 10 of them in there.
Well, Dak Prescott and Zeke were having a party like recently.
I saw something saying, I don't know if it's true. I didn't click on it. It was a little clickbaity, so I didn't go that deep into it. But Dak Prescott said something along the lines like 34 million can't feed his family or some craziness. That's bullshit, right?
I didn't hear that, but I wouldn't. I don't know if he's talking like that,
That it
but I
had it.
know he
Yeah,
wants 40.
it had 40 man.
Well, that's what we're getting to. It's gonna hopefully Daniel Jones is good enough that we're in the conversation. I do want to pay him that much. He's gonna be like, screw it, let him go.
I gotta.
I think it made me so mad. Was it NFL Network? They were talking about Daniel Jones versus Dwayne Haskins. Who's better? It was actually on first take. Now I think about it. And two of Orlovsky and Stephen A. said Dwayne Haskins might set up better for next year. What did you see in Dwayne Haskins this past season that you think he's gonna be better than Daniel Jones?
What was the last 5 games everyone talks about? His last 5 games, he was much better than the first. How many did he play last year? 9, 10? Not even that many, I don't think.
It's like 7 games, something like that. But the thing with Daniel Jones, the only problem he was really having was fumbling. But we've
Mm.
seen that before. We saw that with Tiki.
Yeah, but
And you know what?
that's a different position. That's a running back who's rather than a quarterback. The quarterback he's gonna be getting hit from his blind side. It's different than a running back.
Hopefully, offensive line wise, we've taken care of that at least a little bit.
I
Hopefully, Nate
saw
Solder
who
killing it.
something I saw was the Giants favor not Thomas.
Worfs.
Ah, where because of the Saban connection.
Oh, the Willis,
Oh, what'd you say?
Jedrick Willis.
Yeah, I it's cut out a little. The one who
The Alabama kid.
yeah, Alabama from Saban to Joe Judge. Supposedly they've been talking.
Yeah, I mean that could happen. Here's the thing: is I heard he's the most pro ready. Maybe not the highest ceiling.
Hmm.
He's the most pro ready. I don't know because I don't really. He wasn't even left tackle. I think for Alabama.
Yeah,
So right tackle, okay. I just want if he can switch to left, awesome. But that's just one thing with like Wirfs. I think he's athletic enough to definitely play left tackle. And
hmm
Andrew Thomas has been playing left tackle the whole time.
you have him.
But yeah,
You have Thomas ranked first.
I think Thomas is first because it makes no sense to me because after the season, Thomas was really rated the number one tackle. All of a sudden,
And
you
nothing
know,
changed, right?
like suddenly he dropped down to four. He was a 3-year starter in the SEC at left tackle. You know what? I'll take Andrew Thomas all day.
Hmm.
Wirfs definitely has that athletic ability. Becton is a monster, but he scares me. He scares me maybe because of Eric Flowers. It reminds me of Eric Flowers, just a big beast, can run people over. Why wasn't he number one from the beginning?
Hmm. Yeah, no, I know a lot of people who have that same fear. Uh, let's see. Anyone? I forget about Thomas. He's a beast too. Yeah, a lot of people are in agreement with you, Tim. It must be the friendly
I'm,
version.
I'm, I'm liking. I was arguing. James was trying to bait me all day.
I tried to get on early today for him. He was still sleepy pies.
Yeah, I. He tried to bait me. Then as soon as the McCaffrey contract comes down, I was like, oh, here
There we
we
go.
go.
There we. Oh my
Well, first
God.
of all, Carolina doesn't care about money. They have the richest owner in the league.
They still have a cap though, Tim.
They still have a cap, but you know what? They aren't paying nobody. They're getting rid of Cam. Other than other than McCaffrey right now, they're not paying anybody. Luke
Hmm.
Kuechly just retired, and and Cam is gone.
Yeah, that's where do you think Cam is going? To switch topics.
Honestly, where you should go is the Chargers. That's the only starting spot I can possibly see he could take. Maybe unless because Denver's sold on Drew Lock being the
Hmm.
starter. But Tyrod Taylor, Cam Newton's already working out with Tyrod Taylor, and that's who's the starter in San Diego.
Hmm.
But Cam already said he's waiting until after the draft to make a decision. He wants to see what people get drafted to.
You think Jameis is going to start anywhere or no?
They said pretty much Jameis is pretty much out as being a starter. He's gonna have to earn it. One place I thought totally made sense is if he goes to Pittsburgh.
Hmm.
Once
Yeah.
you just sit a year behind Ben, maybe two, you
You,
you have the starting job.
you think Ben has 2 years left in him?
He might force it. I mean, let's put it this way: have 2 years left in him, but he still was there.
Ugh. Tim with the cheap shots, huh?
You know, I definitely think Eli got screwed when it comes to offensive line,
He did.
and I think he definitely could have ended it better. But for eventually, Rivers was horrible last year. You know, and they all came in together. You know, Ben probably should retire. I wasn't his money.
Hmm.
Too many touching girls in the bathroom.
He, I saw the video of him like throwing. He looked huge. Ben looks like he looked like
Oh,
he looked like
yeah,
a
he looks
grizzly
like an
bear.
offensive lineman.
Oh my god! I was like, they're like, oh look at
Yeah,
him
he looks
throw, and I was
like
like, who was that? I didn't recognize him. It's like huge beard, huge gut. I was like, oh my god, Ben.
yeah. Even like rooting for those guys. Even during the Super Bowl 42, they were showing pictures of the hefty lefty.
Yeah,
During Lorenzen, man.
rest in peace, right? Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, it was easy a guy that we could have probably got a QB sneak every time. 300 pounds or whatever the hell he was.
Pound his way through.
Yep.
So
You throw it to the fullback and he become another blocker.
yeah, basically. So I think we'll cut it, you know, short today. I'm gonna try to get back on tomorrow. We'll try to get the whole crew. Maybe James won't be sleeping. Um,
He goes back awfully early now.
I gotta find out his medication routine. I don't know what's putting him to sleep at such an early hour.
Because I think by 8 o'clock, we don't hear from him.
Yeah,
But the thing is, about 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to hear from him.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes even earlier. Wait up to a tweet barrage or a DM barrage. All right, so
Yeah, anybody who's got any questions and all that stuff, hey, send it to us through whatever.
yeah,
All the social medias. We're getting ready for the draft. I know I'm excited for the draft. I just it's definitely going to be interesting. Like you said. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of trades this year. A lot
yeah.
of people sneaking in DMs. They're sneaking the DMs, and that's where trades are going to be coming.
Yeah, I see it. When
Get them and won't know. I'm like, I'm not on Twitter.
oh my god, that why why would they release a picture today of Gettleman with the with the with the lotion right there? Come on, Tim. No one's looking out for this poor man. Ugh,
You know what? He's an old man. He probably don't, he's like, I don't care. You're like, you want to move the lotion? Nah, I'm gonna need that. Listen, I have my computer out.
He's like, listen, he's like, this new laptop is amazing. I'm looking up defensive tackles. Of course, some things get stirred up.
Yep. He's like, did you know you can get porn on your computer?
full blo- full bloom love.
You know what? I cannot wait because I can see it happening. Him going, you know what? He's best player variable. Let's take Derek Brown.
God. If he does that, oh my God.
Well, someone's getting traded. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, you can't play all of them.
So Derek Brown, Williams, Tomlinson, uh,
BJ Hill.
B.J. Hill, Lawrence. Who else?
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Uh, we just signed somebody from Tennessee, Austin Johnson.
Oh, plus we have seven. We have 4 7-round picks. I'm sure we'll
Yeah, well,
knock off at least 3 of them.
Rocky McIntosh is still on the team.
All right.
Oh, we're good. We gonna hold on more people into game day now because of the CBA.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be holding on to 12, 15 defensive tackles / defensive ends.
It's gonna be practice squad, all defensive tackles.
Well, that's the thing is we're all talking about it like it's a defense from last year. We have no idea what this defense is even gonna look like. We have no idea what the Rams gonna. Supposedly it's a multiple set. It's gonna be 3, 4
primary.
principals.
Yeah.
But you know how that goes. 3, 4 doesn't mean anything. It literally you're gonna be a nickel 90% of the time.
Yeah.
That's why I want Simmons, man. But Simmons next to Peppers, and those guys can literally go back and forth and do that with the offense all day.
You wait. Simmons next to Peppers. You think in the NFL he's a safety?
No, I wouldn't say he's a safety, but let's put it this way: you can put with Love, Simmons, and Peppers. You can put them all close to the line and not know which one's blitzing. And actually, one can go in, any of them can go in coverage. All of them, one of them, they got the speed and the athleticism to do that. That's the one thing that I really Peppers for that reason. I was on Peppers from the get-go in the draft. That's who I wanted from the beginning when Cleveland got him.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know. I want him to, if it is Simmons, I just want him to make it known what his position is, so we can really hone in on that position, and then I would
say it's inside linebacker, especially like we said, it's going to be in the nickel most of the time. It's going to be a coverage linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's almost because Blake Martinez is capable of doing it as much as people say that he's not. I have enough articles that said he's definitely capable. Carl Banks even said he's capable. Not like other people on our show. But you put those two together. Granted, we still have Ryan Conley, which is awesome.
Yeah, but
as long as he comes healthy.
Yeah, he's a question mark still. Is he healthy, and is what we saw what we saw?
I think on tape, he did enough. He had 4 games. He started before he got hurt, and that defense played well when he was out there. When he was when he became middle linebacker, and Ogletree got benched or got injured or something like that, you saw the difference in the defense.
So wait, current linebackers: Martinez, Connolly, Zimenez,
Fackrell,
Collins. No, not Collins.
Carter. And that's the other thing too is we got to start being put some pride in the way we coach, because Carter is absolutely capable of pass rushing. Zimenez, I think I might have a great second year. At least from what people were saying, they're like his pressure rate is ridiculous for the amount of snaps he was in. And then the Fackrell, he was killing it on sacks. They just signed a bunch of people where he was in rotation, and actually his pressure rate went up from the year he had 10.5 sacks to another year. The only difference was he just wasn't in on as many snaps.
Yeah, that's why I don't know who's going to be the odd guys out, especially with bringing in Martinez. If they draft Simmons, someone's not going to get that much burn.
Well, the nice thing was we might actually have depth at the linebacker position instead of one goes down and
Yeah,
we had to
yeah,
go sign
yeah,
Mayo off the streets.
yeah. I understand depth, but I don't want like shit depth. I don't want to just bring in someone like, oh, we're bringing him in and is never going to cut it in the NFL. This is the same story with defensive tackle.
Well, the thing is, Carter, especially Carter, this is a make or break year. If he doesn't do nothing,
Yeah, he's gone.
he might be on the outs anyway. Uh, Fat Crow's on a 1 year deal anyway. He's gonna go all out.
Most likely, yeah. And they're letting
And,
Marcus Golden walk. Seems so, right?
you know what? I was thinking about it though is one, I wasn't impressed with necessarily Golden's all his sacks. He's one of those that shoots the gaps, doesn't worry about the run.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't that great a run defense. Did he get sacks and he was a hustler? Yeah, absolutely. But he's also, I think, 32. So he's up there in age anyway, and he wants more money than he's
Yeah,
or what
he
yeah.
signed the 1 year prove it deal last year, and now he's like, I proved it. Now I got to get paid,
Yeah, now I
but
want
but honestly, like the market's drying up for a lot of people. You still got Clowney out there. He's gonna get someone's gonna pay him a ridiculous amount of money. I think, if not ridiculous, he's gonna get paid well.
well. Let's put it this way. After the draft,
Yeah, it's gonna declare itself.
let's say we don't even get a first. Well, we could just literally go, hey, Clowney, we got extra money, or we can go a 2 year deal and like push the next season. Clowney still.
Yeah.
But again, we have so many linebackers at this point, and obviously we have defensive tackles, defensive ends. You really want to sign Clowney
Mm-hmm.
because Leonard Williams is on a prove it. He's on a prove it deal as well. As much as people want to hate him, he's younger than Clowney.
Mm-hmm.
He's missed like one game in his whole career. Clowney missed at least one every season. And as far as sack total, Clowney had 3.5. Okay, I understand that Leonard Williams had a hell half a sack. But people were saying, yes or no, was Leonard Williams almost all for a sack? Almost like close to getting a sack.
Close doesn't count him.
No, that's my point. And so people said if the coverage gets better, just gives him a half a second more in coverage,
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Williams, in theory, should have sacks.
So you're saying Okuda? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I've listened with the Cole Kuda stuff. I wouldn't hate the pick,
Mm-hmm.
but we did spend how many draft picks last year on cornerbacks?
A lot. Baker, I know. Baker,
Yeah.
Ballantyne, Love. You got your boy 2 years ago, Sam Beal, who still hasn't played yet.
Yeah,
I know he's played.
no,
Don't put it in the comments. I know he's played.
he played well
Ah,
at the end of last year.
he played. He played. Shut up.
And one thing I did see was Betcher played a lot of like zone, like almost have the corners getting up on the guy, like let him go. And obviously Anthony Bethea wasn't doing his job. I think with if they start playing man to man to what they should be doing, which would what DeAndre Baker was, which is straight man to man. He's a straight man to man corner, and just stick with him. I think Sam Beal's the same way. I think they can cover a whole lot better than what they've been doing. Betcher did not use the right players, and just to see like how good Love was at the end of the season, and why Bethea wasn't getting benched for love in the first stand.
What happened with with Betchard? He was like the hot name for defensive coordinators to get a full time gig with just a little more experience as a head coach. And was it the players? Was
I,
he stubborn? Was
always,
it just like
I don't know
blew
what it
up?
was. Yeah, I didn't like the fact he was bringing over all his players, so he can't say it was players. He brought over Kareem Martin. He brought over Bethea. He brought over Golden.
Hmm.
And you know what? It just didn't work. He didn't adjust. That was that was everybody's. We had a shitty offensive line. We still scored points, but the problem was if we left any time in the clock, you already know the other team's going down scoring. It's almost guaranteed.
Hmm.
And then, and I thought he was more of a blitzer than he blitzes like that. Uh,
Uh,
he definitely dismissed. You know what? And watch this again. Watch Super Bowl 42 going back. You know how much pressure Spags put on. He was blitzing nonstop. It was
Jerry, here's a comment from Jerry Squires. If Okuda is best player available, if Okuda is there at 4, you got to take him. If both Okuda and Simmons are both there at 4, I'll say it again, trade down.
I see. That's who. Well, obviously, I was going to ask you the question: who would you take, Simmons or Okuda?
Over.
I already know.
I've gone back and forth a lot between those two. Um, I don't know. They're both impressive, man. I think they would lean towards Simmons, considering that they got Bradbury, and Bradbury's a solid corner. But you could use
Oh, and that's if we didn't even bring up Bradbury.
you could use three dynamite corners a lot, all the time, actually.
Oh, no, 100%. But again, who's the odd man out? There's a lot of people that because it's Bradbury start. I
Right,
would imagine I would imagine Baker's on the other side.
right.
We'll see. If you got Okuda, Okuda's going to be one of the outside corners.
Hmm.
So either Baker or Beal or something like that's going to have to play the slot. That's that's a different thing
Different,
in
different
itself.
beast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like littler corners, more agility, all that kind of stuff. So who's going to be sitting on the bench? Ballantyne's still going to sit on the bench.
And
You know, Beal.
Baker's thing wasn't Baker's knock wasn't that he didn't have top end speed, right? Correct.
No, I think his speed was all right. Well, literally, wasn't he? He was literally the top corner taken last year.
Mm.
I think there wasn't anybody taken before him, was there?
I don't remember.
I don't think so because was it? Yeah, like there was guys like Greedy Williams and crap who played like shit. I think some of these guys just needed a lesson. I don't. Baker was used to getting his way, dominating in college. Maybe he needed a little humbling, and
Yeah.
hopefully he worked. New York media is gonna be all over him.
Hmm.
If he plays like last year. I mean, granted, Okuda would never hurt us. Taking Okuda is not gonna hurt us having the top corner.
Hmm.
But I like the fact that they're even considering Simmons. They actually have a good linebacker core. Even again going back to that Super Bowl, I was looking at the linebacker core. We had Antonio Pierce, Kwika Mitchell, and Reggie Torbor, which Torbor was like a fifth round pick anyway. But Kwika was a great signing. Just good linebackers. That's all I want to see. Good linebackers. If Conley comes back healthy, for the linebackers.
Yeah. Brooklyn Hit Squad '96
Well,
is
Conley
saying first corner taken was Greedy. Yeah.
and Greedy sucked.
I mean, he was on Cleveland.
Was he on Cleveland?
Yeah,
Well,
he's up.
I'm
He,
thinking Atlanta, but maybe yeah, you're probably
yeah,
right.
he's Cleveland.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I don't
but you
know.
know what? Why is keep getting all this stigma? They sign everybody, but they still don't win.
Yeah. So for tomorrow's show, I'm gonna tell everyone the exact opposite of what I told them today because they're gonna think about it and then go, you know what? It's gonna be an offensive tackle. That's how life is. You sit down, you're like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be.
I think it's off. I think it's offensive tackle, but I definitely think it's because he's trading back. I think he wants to take the tackle, especially because there's four good ones. I think he knows he's like, all I gotta do is drop back in the top 10, wherever I drop, and I can still get one. Shit, he could drop probably in the top 12 and still get one.
We have no effing defense unless we draft Simmons. Tell me who TF do we have now that scares anyone? Who
But,
is our scary
but we don't
Leonard
have a Pro
Williams?
Bowl yet. You know, I mean, Leonard Williams, I mean, our front four is solid. The front four is solid with Hill and Tomlinson. Actually, that's defensive linemen. But no one's scared of anybody on our team. They're all young guys. I mean, we had four rookies starting last year and a bunch of second year players. I mean, they should beat up on us. These guys are still, these guys are going to be in their prime soon. Let them get in their prime. Leonard Williams is just hitting his prime, if you want to be honest. He's 25. He came in at 20. He just learned. And he was on the Jets all those years. With how many different coaching staffs?
Mm-hmm. Brooklyn
Give Leonard Williams
hits. Let's
a chance.
see. Got
Give
another.
Leonard Williams a chance.
Wait. There's a lot of back and forth over here.
I was going off, huh?
Do you think Xavier McKinney falls to the second round? Safety.
Ha.
Safety, right? Out of. Oh, is
Yeah,
it
it's Alabama.
North Alabama?
He's, yep. He's uh he's a tweener too, so I can see him being like I see like a Patriot, Seahawk, something like that, late in the first round kind of pick.
What do you
He,
think? What do you think the Patriots are going to do at quarterback?
I think they're staying with Stidman, but honestly, someone I think had him like Jordan Love going to him. I can see that. I can see them, sitting on Jordan Love and let him like learn for a year or two. But with Belichick, you never know. Honestly, if I'm Belichick and I want to win this year, I'm going to grab Winston or Cam.
Yeah.
But I mean, they believe in Stidman. And I think they believe in their system, which they know anybody can run. That's why Tom Brady's not going to look so bad this year. Different scheme, Tom.
Do you do you think there's any chance of them trading up?
Patriots, nah. I see them trading back. I wouldn't see them trading up. I Well, from what I'm seeing, and they need weapons, I would say they probably go wide receiver.
Do you think they hack the draft and all of a sudden there's a trade up? They get a first round pick and they give up two seventh round picks. Do you think that's going to happen when they hack the draft? Trade approved.
Yeah. Are they going to be the commissioner of this
Yeah,
fantasy league?
yeah, exactly. What? I didn't approve that trade. Uh,
Is that how the NFL is going to do it? It's literally going to be like an NFL.com fantasy draft. Just put all the players. Hey, you got 2 minutes.
then they're gonna have the little up next countdown
Yeah,
and jingle. Din-din-din.
yep. And then you got to queue up your guys. queue up you're gonna get. The whole time Belichick's watching everybody you're queuing up.
That's right. He knows the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right.
If anybody cheats this thing, you know Belichick would. If any Belichick's trying to figure out, he's going to computer guys. How do you? We're not getting caught. Where's deniability?
Yeah. my
We're
my.
we're gonna film this.
Would you guys get mad if the Giants trade pick 4 to the Falcons for pick 16, this year's third, this year's fifth, and next year's first? So you want to give up our fourth
Yeah.
for this
There-
16th and a third, and we get a first and a fifth next year?
No, hell no. Let's think
Yeah.
about this. So let's think about that. So for us to drop 12 spots, we're getting a third and a fifth this season, and we gotta wait for our first round pick next year. No way.
16, third.
That's a 12 spots is a big jump. They better be given
Wait, wait,
like
wait. I
multiple.
I read it wrong. 16 this year, a third this year, this
Yeah,
year's fifth, and next year's first.
not
No,
enough.
I can't think that far ahead. I get it. I get like I like start liking the guys in this year's crop, this year's draft, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I have trouble enough doing like 3 rounds of people that I like rather than going to another year to project.
The only way I like doing future first if I know the team's gonna be shitty the next year.
Yeah.
And with Atlanta, you don't know that. No, you need a whole lot more picks than that to drop that far. And we were just talking about you're gonna need like multiple seconds and thirds just
Mhm.
from Jacksonville to go up to 4.
All right, Tim. I'll see you
All right.
tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Peace out. Thank you for joining in, chatting, liking, subscribing, all that shit. Timmy, talk to you tomorrow.